Whoa. Wait a minute. Are you guys seeing me now? What is Whoa. Wait a minute. Are you just seeing me for the first time? Oh my gosh. I don't know what's been going on. Um, I've had a heck of a... Okay, something on YouTube Studio glitched, and I thought we were live because it was showing we were live, but then... I mean, I've been on here for like 38 minutes. Oh my gosh, that's... Well, I'm not sure what's going on there, so let's... Voice isn't matching video. I'm not sure what's going on, guys. That was crazy. Voice isn't matching vid... Well, it explains why so many things were odd and off. Okay. Whew. Reset. Okay. Recap. Reset. Hello, everybody. Let me double check something here then.
Yeah, he not only rambled, but he rumbled and stumbled.
Okay. Is it still echoing? Yeah, exactly. Man, this is crazy. Okay, let me see if I can get rid of the echo. Okay, some people say I'm echoing, some people say I'm not echoing, so put a 1 in the chat if I'm echoing for you. Put a 2 if I'm not. Okay. I don't know what's going on with that. Dad's Spare Change is getting echoing. Crazy Jim's not. Okay, looks like more people are not getting an echo than one is. So, I have turned off the YouTube feed so I don't echo there. Looks like overwhelmingly it's not echoing. So, Dad's Spare Change, you might have me on twice. I don't know. Okay, let me just get into what happened here. So, in setting up YouTube to broadcast, I was on time, but I don't quite understand why the stream didn't start and broadcasting. I was looking frantically for things that didn't make any sense, and then I wasn't seeing a sub count, or I wasn't seeing a viewer count, and the dashboard for the giveaways wasn't working. So I thought we were, I thought we were having some type of technical problem. I spent most of that time looking for the answer to it. But then I noticed that YouTube stream or studio is saying go live. I'm like, you've got to be kidding me. For 20 minutes I've been sitting here talking to myself. But the funny thing is it appeared that we were having some conversation back and forth in the, okay, thanks, Dad. Okay, got it fixed. It appeared that we were having some type of conversation, although it was a little choppy. So, really strange stuff going on overall. So, good news is we're going to go from here and have a great show. This is a nickel hunt for Westside. There's no half dollars this week. I was out of town. Didn't have a chance to get those old ones returned and pick up new boxes. So I asked Westside if he would be good if we could hunt the nickel box. He had paid for a nickel box hunt a couple weeks ago, and we were looking for a good time to do it, and it turned out that we could do it today, so I'm thankful for his willingness to do that. We got the nickel hunt mat out, and we're going to roll from there. The Wise Owl is supposed to be, and this explains why Del Brett was not answering me. So, Lucky James, I need to explain what happened there. I couldn't get the dashboard to work, so apparently it was part of not being connected. So let me just run a quick test here to see if it actually does work now. No entries on this. We're going to honor Del Brett's. Okay, so that is working now. Okay, good. Good. Okay, so as I said, ignore that giveaway. It's not in progress. We're going to honor the random number picker that we had earlier, and I'm going to go back and give Del Brett a chance to chime in on how many 1940s nickels he thinks we're going to find. So, Del Brett, under the guess 50 column, guess how many 1940s nickels we'll find today, and if you guess them exact, we will have another prize for you. So we'll go with that. We will have another giveaway prize at some point today. I got a new roll of Indian head pennies. So our inventory of that's back up and well stocked. I don't have all the quarters in the world right now, so we may have to do some substitutions there. No giveaway right now. So Del Brett, I just need a number from the guess 50 column so we can get that. So he says 6. That's not a bad guess. Very, very much achievable. And I need to know where in the world that went. Okay. There we go. So, our Wise Owl will be Del Brett. His guess is 6. And that would get you a 40% half if you're correct. Oh my goodness. I'm sorry about the lateness then, guys. When you guys started talking about that, that's when I kind of figured out something else wasn't right. And so, hey, kudos to you guys. You helped make this kind of save the day here. So let me get the nickels up and ready here. There we go. And we're going to switch back to our nickel hunt. It's a little bit different setup, but it's got the ability to do some tracking right up here. And we'll see how we do. So let's get into these nickels now that we're 35 minutes past my start time, thanks to the technical flub here. So we do have a box of nickels, and we're going to get into it. These are for Westside. We will, of course, do 50 likes, 75 likes, however many likes we need
Freeze,
to.
go first!
So we're trying out this camera that's looking down here. This one right here is a new one. I tried to get something with a little better clarity and focus on it. And you know what? I, being of diminishing eyesight, probably need to have some reading glasses on to be able to see all these. But let's see if we can do it without that. We're going to get into these and do our best to find any errors, any older ones. Now, older ones we call, as you can see in the, got to point the wrong way. Tell you what, this has got me kind of oriented the wrong way, so let me make a change there. Let me make a change there. Flip vertically. That won't work. Okay. One more check here. Properties. No. Transform. Flip horizontal. There we go. Now, when I point that way, it's that way. When I point that way, it's that way. So, yeah, you can see here the categories that we'll be looking for. Anything older than the 1960s is definitely a find. Got a few of those that are like 2009s. Hello, Lori. Now it's showing that we've got kind of a good number of people in here. That's good to see. I'm anxious to do that. So, if anybody noticed on the scope here, we have, most people will recognize what that is. If you recognize what it is, put that in the chat. We're going to look here for a speared buffalo on this 2005. I'll put that one back in there. What do you think that is, guys? A few of you will know it very quickly. That is a shield. You're right. Shield nickel. Are we back on? We're back. All right. I'm hoping that means good things here. All right. Man, this just feels like my stream is jinxed today. Yeah, I don't know how I didn't have to restart the stream, but here we are. Let me clean these off. Okay, so I thought we were live, we weren't, and then when I finally get it live, it craps out on me, and I'm thinking, well, I'm going to have to recreate a new stream and start it that way, but apparently that's not what happened. So anything could happen today, guys. I'm just telling you. So here we go. Now, it did give me a chance to go get the reading glasses so that I can see what I'm looking at here. Hopefully that will give us a little more opportunity here to figure things out. Anything goes. That's right. I swear I don't wear them down on my nose like that either. It's just so I can kind of get the magnification and see you guys. I think we're okay now. So If everybody makes it back, I'd be really happy. So, anyway, I think I just got a haunted stream today. It does not want to cooperate. So, well, the good news is we have our first find in 1946, and it is going to be a Denver. So that is a good find. Find number 1, 46 Denver. We didn't even make it one roll before it decided to do something funny. That would be awesome, Dad's spare change. I would take that. So, yeah, everybody maybe just broadcast out there that we're back on if somebody's not here. So, please tell me what the new overhead camera is. Let me look at that. Where did I put the box for that? Dime bag, it's one of these. It's a eMeet 4K UHD eMeet SmartCam S600. So hopefully you like it. I think it looks really clear. I don't know. We'll see. Let's get into roll number 2 and get going. Hello to Seaweed Coins. Nice stream yesterday. Boom delay. Yeah. I'm not sure. I mean, we're just going to have to kind of figure things out as we go today. I'm sorry if there's delays and other things like that. Here's a beat up 64. Some of those look older. The key there is you look to see if it's got a Denver on it.
Toto?
And it does not.
I have a feeling we're not in Kansas anymore.
I know. Sometimes it seems like we're not. Here's our second find, 1954. I'll show it to you under there. 1954. And it is a Philly. Just a quick check here. 54S would have a DDR on it. 54D would have an RPM on it. So we're just going to call that a 54 find. A lot of times that's exactly what the case is. Okay, cherry picking through a few others here. And this will give you a good idea what nickel hunting looks like for me. Sam Wilson, how are you doing? Yeah, it is a little bit of an original name. I don't know. I did some checking on that. And ended up using some credit card points to buy that one for the stream. So I think it'll work out good. I think it's a little bit better than the one that I had previous, which did some auto-focusing, but it's like it was fighting me every time that we'd try. So I think we're doing better with this one. Time will tell. But I think we'll be okay. That 64 didn't pan out. Found a 52 nickel at the Coinstar today. Nice. That's an older one. Let me get our stats updated here before we get too far down the road. That reminds me I didn't open those. So, Ken Stout, how are you doing, sir? Always good to see you. Hoping to spend some time on some Da Vinci coming up. Maybe by the time we're done with the holiday, I'll be a little bit more skilled with it. Who knows? There we go. All right, 34 likes still out there. That's cool. Appreciate it, everybody. Might just hunt while watching? Hey, why not? Why not? Good afternoon, Ken. One's an 84. Kind of looked a little older than its age there. We will figure out what we're going to do with that shield nickel. I was thinking maybe it would be like a giveaway today. But then I got to thinking, you know, it might just be kind of an add-on to... I've got a couple other giveaways, but being that it's a nickel, it's the first nickel, and actually, let's look at the year on this thing. Okay, it's a little dinged up down there, but you can see the year on that. How old is a laptop? Because your thermal paste is supposed to be changed every 3 years for it not to overheat. Didn't know that, but it is 2 years old last month. It's crazy to start thinking that, you know, it might be time to start, you know, thinking about the next one. But this one's still doing really good. I mean, I definitely got some horsepower in it so that it would get beyond its kind of typical 3-year recycling period, you know. It's night and day difference compared to the first one I started streaming on. I think I went out and let's see, the tech of the new camera looks great. It is supposed to have TOF autofocus. That means time of flight based system. Help you understand the time of flight. Sensor is like 3D camera. Okay. Oh, that's cool. Hey, thanks to Todd. Really appreciate that. Well, I've learned something, Joseph. Thank you for that. We're going to do our 4th roll here. Now what? Yeah. Had something pop up that says, hey, there's new updates for this software on your computer. And I'm like, really? Now? Now you want to tell me this? I probably need to do a little housekeeping on the computer and offload a few gigabytes worth of stuff, so, you know, it is what it is. I've got some downtime coming up. We'll probably take care of that. Looks like an older one, but it's a 73. It's as old as me. Just a little bit older than Mrs. Owl. Hello, Uncle Frank. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with the picture. It gives me a 4K camera here and here. So, not disappointed with that. I thought maybe the microphone on this one was echoing, but I was checking the settings and it looks like we're in good shape there. So, we will continue on. Ah, I see. You know, that might be something I need to think about. I wouldn't even know how to do that. I've never even looked at thermal paste and where it's at, what it's doing, how I would change it. I probably have to take it somewhere to make that happen, but that's just me and my lack of knowledge speaking. Thought we had a 57 here. It's a 67. That's good information, though. I appreciate you sharing that, and then also Dimebag about how some of that imaging is working in the zoom. So you can learn things here. Not just about coins, too. It's a good looking 77. I don't know if you need it or not, Westside, but I'll set it aside. That one has been through a dryer or something, but it's a 93 Denver, and it has been smoothed out. For a lot of people, it's not relevant. Are we still on? I think we're still on. I'm a little jumpy about that today. Yeah. Definitely blow some dust out of it. There's one that's almost there, 1960. Last year before we'd be calling it a find. So, am I jumpy? Well, with the stream doing what it's been doing, maybe a little bit. See, here's the one thing that I need it to do is to focus better when I'm not close to it. I don't know. We'll get. Oop, got some runaways out of that one. All right. Let's see what we can find here. That one's a little different colored. But again, it's a 64. Kind of the nickel hunting tease here. It is a Denver mint, though, so let's look and see. I don't see anything that would be doubled there, but let's maybe zoom in on it. Yeah, I don't really see the doubling that we would be looking there for an RPM. So we might set some 64s aside so that we can come back to those. It's not our typical setup today, so we might just do something like that. Check those at the end. We can check that for a speared buffalo. Don't see that. Detroit Lions are jumpy because they're losing to the Bears. Like I said, guys, we were doing this hunt for Westside. He was generous enough to donate. Not donate, he purchased the rolls to this box, so we are hunting it for him. We will send him what we find. Hopefully it's a bunch of goodies. And we just keep our head down and keep going. You guys, I mean, if you'd like to help out with the chat, I see lots of members here. Chris Helms, you're here. Lori Camarista, Dad Spare Change. I know Jim Cantor's here. BH Ringer's here. I would like to see some buffaloes. If we find you some buffaloes, that'll break a long streak for me. So there's another find, another 58, and that'll be a 58 Denver. Let me look here. 58 Denver might have an RPM. Let's take a look. Maybe zoom in on that. don't really see it on that one. Hey, Bold Lion, how are we doing today? Good to see you again. We are hunting nickels today for Westside. One just looked like it might have been a proof, but it's not. Every once in a while we'll find a proof nickel, but it has been a while. It's probably been well over a year since I found a proof nickel. I don't hunt as many nickel boxes. Mainly the boxes that I hunt are for the nickel series that I do. If you guys would like to find that, you can find that under the grouping of nickel hunts. They should be out there. I've probably got a couple more of those coming out here soon. Looking for that speared buffalo. Don't have it. Now, that's, the more I think about it, the more it's just hilarious that I was sitting here talking to myself, thinking that you are all understanding what I was saying. USA Jefferson Nickels, I'm missing all S mint dates 38 through 99. Really? Well, you're kind of on the wrong coast for finding a lot of San Franciscos, but they're out there. You just got to get American Nickel Box and you'll find more of them. Probably don't go through that area too much, but I would say that decreases your odds, but not impossible. Well, here's one somebody decided needed to be blue. And that one we don't really even call miscellaneous. It's just somebody colored it. Sometimes we go through a few rolls without finding something. But typically, my nickel boxes have upwards of about 20 to 25 finds in them. It's not often that they don't. So that's at least encouraging. Now, as soon as I say that, it's going to jinx it, right? Here's a 2004 Philly. Now, I want to show you. There's two nickels that came from Philly in 2004. You want to look at the one where it's the peace treaty, the handshake here, right? Okay, so what you're looking for here. Sorry, did I see your comment? Let me look. If it was the hello, I said hello. Hey, Bold Lion. Yep. I think I saw it. I don't know that I saw another one, but if I missed something, I do apologize. You can always repeat it. What you're looking for here is going to be, there'd be some doubling right along here, and I can tell you that this does not have it. But this is for the 2004 Philly that has doubling right along that right side, most notably on the Seraph. Now that looks like it's just got some damage to it. That is not doubling that we're seeing there, but that's what we're looking for. Get back over here. If you find one of those in good shape, they do command a nice little. They are worth a little bit because they're not super common. I have never found one. found some bottles, huh? That's nice. Glad you're able to do that. Let me update our numbers here. Before I get too far away from it. All right. Zach Eddy, Bare Nickel. Okay. What's going on with that band? Are they making a comeback? Right now, this box is on a trend for about 15 finds. Usually we'll hit a hot stretch throughout these boxes, and they play along a little better. So let's see, do we see the, let's see, it is the hands there, so we want to look and see, do we see doubling on that? I don't see it there. Might need to see if I can zoom this in just a little bit better, but it's not going to play along very nicely. Okay. Zach Eddy, what's going on here? Well, I mean, Bare Naked Ladies is the name of a band, so I'm not going to get too bent out of shape there. Okay, appreciate it. I didn't know what your question might be. Hey, John Bryan, good to see you. So, okay, all right, I didn't catch that. Zach, please play within the rules here, buddy. It's a family-friendly channel. We just want to make sure that we're not, you know, I personally have young children in the house, and you know, we just want to keep things relatively clean here. So please abide by that. We do have a find here. It's not in the 30s, 40s, or 50s or older. It is a 2009 Denver. We tend to find a few 2009s in here. They're a little more rare. All not exceedingly rare, but they are not as common as many other years because they just made fewer coins that year. I don't know. I don't think I've shared what they're getting, what I'm getting you for your birthday. Did I? I don't think I said anything. The way this stream's gone so far, and just kind of where my head's at after all that confusion, it's possible I said something that I'm not remembering, but I don't think I did. You know it. It's coming your way. You will get a fair amount of Denver minted stuff. A new car, wow. Yeah. Hey, she's already got a car that's not necessarily new, but it's new to you. Vincent, happy birthday in 12 days. That puts you pretty close to Christmas. You get that. You get a lot of double gifts, don't you? See, that's one thing I'm not allowed to do for Mrs. Owl. I can't double up on the gifts and say happy birthday and Merry Christmas. it would have to be a pretty significant gift, and even then, it's not really cool. And I get it. um, I get the kind of the frustration of having a birthday near a gift-giving holiday, but you know, 1864, that has a Denver. We'll look at that one later rather than zooming in on it, because I would have to adjust some settings so we get a better zoom on the regular one. There's another 64, but it's not a Denver. It's nice, bright and shiny. Another 64, not a Denver. Kind of got that color on that side and that color on that side. A little crazy. Hello, Hunting Southwest Ohio. I need to get my Christmas round, or your giveaway round. I need to get that sent out, or at least make arrangements to where you can account for it. So, Hunting Southwest, I'll catch up with you in an email or something. A new kitchen. We do need some new things in the kitchen. Appliances, not entirely, because we just replaced most of those a couple years ago. But our oven seems to be suddenly and quite dramatically falling apart. I don't know if anybody's had any experience with that, but we'll at least be shopping for a new oven. Make sure I see Westside's comment. What did I miss? I saw a spa day. I appreciate some good ideas here. That will work. Okay. I get the feeling I'm late for you there. So what did I miss with Westside? Find any super nice ones, especially if Denver, even if new, that's great too. Okay. I will look for that. A spa weekend. Oh, you fixed the oven? We need new cabinets, new countertop. We need everything. And the funny thing is yeah, we would take new stuff there, but we would also probably be in the mode of reconfiguring the kitchen. That one looks like it's slightly off on its planchet. Might send that one to you. Little out of square there. Probably not enough to be significant, but that's a pretty nice 87 Denver right there. We'll get that one. A weekend together. Now, see, she doesn't consider that a birthday present. For her, it's more like a couple present, where I benefit too. If only but to get away from the kids and enjoy some together time, you know. 86D, that's not looking too bad there. A little bit of wear, but still nice and bright. There's a 23D. We'll see if we can improve upon that one for you, now that I'm looking for them. You can call in the outside contractor. They'll told me I needed some new jewelry. Hello, Pa. On the way home from KC, so the football game is not in the cards, huh, Pa? Well, that being the case, I hope Grammy had a great time. If I understand right, this was like a birthday present trip up to Kansas City for her, of sorts. So hopefully she had a great time. I hope you both did. I'll have to find out how that show was that you guys went to, and maybe include that in somebody's Christmas gifts. Hello, Annette Essman. Good to see you clean the house while she's enjoying her weekend. Oh, I think that would be one of those things that if it were to occur, not saying I wouldn't want that, but it would be one of those things that makes you believe wholeheartedly in miracles and may just change your life. That's one of those things. That would be an act of God to get the whole house cleaned up over a weekend. I think we try to do that, but then it takes like so much time to get it cleaned up, and then like minutes for it to get back to where it was in our house. I guess all we can do is try, right? But I'm sure she wouldn't turn that down. We do have some painting that we're hoping to do. Maybe with my time off, we can do some of that. We've been talking about doing that for a while. Well, we are, looking at 4 finds, and we're now into roll 13. We're still looking for that kind of rush of finds here. I hope it's not one of those boxes that I overpromise and underdeliver on based on the rate at which we find stuff. There's a 2023P. Not in great shape, but I don't know if you need that or not. I'll set it aside. It might be something that I keep because I try to keep a roll of the new ones that we find. That might be a better 23D. We'll find some. Yeah, I'd love to find you some silver. It's been a little scarce lately, I guess I would say. There's a toasty one. Look how toasty that one is on the backside. Ooh. Is this the only one box hunt today? Yes. Unfortunately, that is the case. And it's actually a hunt specifically for one of our channel members. It is WESTSIDE. If you guys want me to hunt a box of nickels for you, the deal we made for this one was just $50. We'll do a box of nickels for you specifically and find time to do it. If it's one of those where we have the chance to do kind of a multi-stream to bring you up and be on panel while we're doing this and talking, that would be kind of cool. We'd have to change formats and do something a little different, but it can be done. I don't pay for the StreamYard subscription, so we'd have to kind of do the best we can with that, or find somebody to host it as an intermediate function. But we'll do what we can. It's a better 2023P.
Until we decide it is. Was it over when the Germans bombed Pearl Harbor? Hell no!
Nice 2022D. 48 likes. That's cool. Thank you so much, everybody. Really kind of, we were off to such a shaky start, I wasn't sure we were going to survive today, but not only are we, but I really appreciate so many of you being here. Kind of had to hang on tight the first half an hour because I thought we were live and there was nothing. It was very confusing. Off to the donut shop. 49 likes. You know it. We'll get some good donuts, man. You got to bring some back for everybody now. You know the rules, Seaweed. I'll take an apple fritter. Homemade apple fritters sound pretty good. I don't think we've got what we need to do it, but they do sound good.
Yeah, he not only rambled, but he rumbled and stumbled.
That's what I do. So, happy to see the sub count jump up a little bit. Always good to see a few new people there. Kind of got Jefferson with a little bit of a hole in his head here. You don't see that very often. It's not a real clean one, so I don't know what's going on there. That looks like it was more punched in than drilled in or something like that. So, kind of strange. $50 likes, imminent launch. Yep. We will get that going just as soon as this roll is done. Now that I know that that's working again. That one looked older, but it's a 1980. Unfortunately, thank you everybody for 50 likes. We'll get that going in just a few seconds here. All right. First third of the box has been a little slower than we like, but we do have a lot of secondary finds that we might be sending your way, so hope that'll work out well for you. Let's go in and let's start the 50 likes giveaway right now. There you go. We've got a 50 likes giveaway underway. Right. Everybody get your exclamation point GAW in there. We want to see all kinds of people trying to win. We'll probably do a bag pull for this first one. We might kick it up a notch for the second one. Who knows? Little Emerald Lagasse reference there for those that knew that cooking show. I will say, this is not a box I normally get, although I got it from the bank that I normally get rolls from. And, yeah, it's, I don't know, it may just have a different feel to it, who knows. It's not as though there's no finds, it's just maybe it won't be as aggressive with the finds. Who knows? Getting some 64s we can look at a little bit later. 68 Denver. 23D. Nah, it's got some marks on it. You don't want that one. Kind of a cool 79D. We'll send that one to you just in case. Atomic D's in here. I know you're going to ask. I've been away at work. I've been out of town on work. I haven't had a chance to look yet, Atomic. But I've got time off coming. I will definitely be sitting down and taking a look. I think I've got a few things that might work out for you, but we just have to kind of mull through it. So I think we're closer than we've ever been before, Atomic. Before you go asking. Got about 20 seconds left on that giveaway, guys. Make sure you get in now. We had an ender here. That is a 1953. Let's make sure under the scope here. 1953. That is a San Francisco, 53 San Francisco. I'm looking here, and I don't see anything really unique about that, other than it's a find, so let's record that. That'll give us 3 of them in the 50s now, bringing our total up to 5. Looks like looks like we've got all the entries. So let's say good luck to our 50 likes winner, who is going to be not resume entries. I want to pick a winner. John Bryan. John Bryan, congratulations to you, sir. Let's come over to our bag pull, and let's find our bag that we can pull something from for you. That reminds me, I'm going to need to fix that. I would have to look at my records there. I would say it's probably about once every 3 boxes or so. And surprise, surprise, it's a nickel. So, John, would you like a Buffalo nickel or a war nickel? That is the question. We will get you either, but John Bryan, let me know. So, John Bryan, just let me know if you'd like a Buffalo or a war nickel. I do have both, so we can look at those anytime. I'm going to kind of resume hunting here, waiting for your response. That's a nice 85 Denver. War nickel, he says. Don't blame me at all for that. Let's see what we've got for a war nickel today. Nope, that is a Buffalo. Why does it say war on there? I must have the wrong lid. There they are. Let's get one of these out and show one off. 1945. And it's going to be an S mint mark. 45S war nickel for you, John Bryan. So somebody's getting a war nickel. Whether we find one or not will be the question, but you got a war nickel. Congratulations to you, John. We will get that out to you. And let's keep rolling with some more likes, because then we can come back and do that all over again. Getting back on some of the hunt here, looking for that speared buffalo. Never found one, but I found one where let's just say underneath the buffalo, there was a very curious looking, very coincidental mark that sparked some hilarity at the Grove show when we were there. So, got a 70D, I'll send you there. Doesn't look too bad. Hopefully these will fill some spots for you, Westside.
Toto? I have a feeling we're not in Kansas anymore.
Well, we're in Kansas. We're just in the basement. We're close to Missouri, though. Chiefs are playing across town today. Probably already started by now. Might have to tune in and see if we've got any updates on that. Looks like Buffalo might have the ball first. Or no. Well, we're turning the ball over. Awesome. Love that. Love it so much. Can't wait to see more of it. Hey, Cartoons and Collecting, how you doing? Because that's what we need to do more of, is turn the football over. It's been a weird year for the Chiefs. I mean, they're good, but they're not great. But they might still be good enough to win a Super Bowl. I mean, it's just kind of one of those after the last several years, hosting AFC Championship games consecutively, like 5 or 6 years in a row. You know, we're due for a letdown. And I hope the people in this town are ready for that, because nice 87 Denver. I hope they won't be too crazy, but knowing some of the fans here, they will be. Especially some of the more vocal ones, which I know during a game I can be, but outside of the games, I get my head back on it. Could be a Colts fan. It's true, Ken. I could be a Colts fan. The Cowboys are coming. They're going to win it. All right. I'll have to trust you on that one. Let's see. See if I can get some refresh. Oh, wow. The Rams and Ravens tied at 31. That's crazy. All right, here we go. We are approaching roll number 20. We're in number 19 right now. We've got those 5 finds. Couple nice ones to have. One in the 40s of 2009. The other 3 are in the 50s, like the numbers show. Got a little bit of a blowout here. Let's save it a little bit. Hopefully. Looks like the defense might have stepped up to stop them. Saw some high school basketball yesterday. Our hometown team hosted a tournament and won it on the boys' side, and our girls finished 3rd. We got to see the end of the championship game for the girls, and man, the last 2 minutes were rough.
Kansas City!
I hope we hear that real soon. There's a good 82 Denver. 2 Civil War bullets. That's cool. That's really cool. That one's not really off center, not enough to where I could even like really tell you a percentage, but this one looks older, but it's an 86 and it's just had a long life. So there we go. That one's a 63 Philly, and it just looks nice, so I'm going to send that to you anyway. Okay. Well, we're gonna keep going, man. This second 10 rolls has been a little stingy. I have high hopes for our remaining 30 rolls, though. Let's get some good ones. What do you say? I kind of went out of my way to get a different box because mine had been, my normal boxes had been so stingy, but it might have backfired on me. I don't know. I hope not. I hope not. That's a dingy 87. Here's a 63 Denver. On a 63 Philly, there's something to look for. I believe it's a DDO, or it's a TDR, which means triple die reverse. I would have to open up my book to know what we're looking for, but if we find one of those, we will definitely take a look. Come on, give us something in the 30s. That would be exciting. Something to get us excited here. Come on. So that shield nickel, I think I had it on there. I was trying to show off the date on that one. Let me get it organized there. What do you think the date on that one is? I can tell you it does not have rays on it. The reverse does not have rays. Got one that's a different colored edge here. We might have either just a toned one or a foreign, and it's going to be toned. 2010 Philly with toning across it. Looks like it was exposed to something, but that rim came through looking more copper, and sometimes those are nice finds because they can be foreigns. Let's see, what have I missed here? I feel like I'm not paying close enough attention to you guys, but I do apologize. It is an 1867 shield nickel. You are right. It's a little faint in there, but it's an 1867 for sure. Anyhow, came back from my trip out to the West Coast with that one, and depending on how this box treats WESTSIDE, we might be giving it to him, or we might be doing a giveaway with it. I don't know just yet. I want to make sure that that we can make the box worthwhile. That's a nicer 23D. We'll use that one. Won't give you all of them, but unless you need a couple, we'll figure it out. All right, we're into the third 10, or we're 40% way through this box. Let's see what we can find. Come on, be better than the last 10, please. We need to pick up the pace if we're going to make it to 20 finds for you. Gotta find some other things to go with it. nice 97D. Perspective on World War II different overseas. I'd have to hear more about. Maybe I'm missing something in the chat. Being a little too much head down here, I guess. Come on. We're close. We got a bunch of them in the 60s. They're just not old enough to be what we're looking for. So, World War II. Yeah, I mean, A, it's been a while ago. And B, we're losing more and more people every day that would have been involved in it. Really getting to the point where we may not have too many veterans left from there. My grandpa was one. He was in an engineering battalion that fought at the Battle of the Bulge. And that's not just chronicling my fight against weight loss. Just so you know. Let's see. Yeah, 64 definitely. It's well, there's the Bills with a touchdown. Looks like we didn't tackle somebody, so 1966 has a lot of them minted, that's for sure. Hey, there's a find, and that's going to be an older one. Got an older one here. Look under the microscope, guys. 1939. That's a good one to get. The question will be, does it have a mint mark? I think we're going to let it sit there and simmer for a little bit. All right, can we find a mint mark? If it's a mint mark, then it's a key date. If it's not, then we will. It's still a nice date. We will look at some DDO possibilities there. Here we go. No mint mark. So it's common. Unfortunately, it is common. But let me grab the book, and we will look at the possible errors that are on there. Okay, and just so you guys know, this is a book that I reference quite often. Yeah, it is kind of a war nickel from your point of view, Tomic, that's for sure. Just not the one that we refer to for silver, so yeah. You are absolutely right. So we want to be looking at the 39 on Liberty. Let's just go ahead and zoom in so we can all see. All right. I don't see the doubling at the top and bottom of the L on Liberty. So it's not going to be the DDO. Let's look at the reverse on the letters of. Oh, absolutely. We will look for that. I don't see the doubling on the F and the O and the A there. And then there's the famous one. We will look for the QDR here. And I do not see that. So no, nothing there. And then we're looking at the R, and I don't see the indication of the hinting nickel there. So, nope. No doubles on that one, but it is a 39. That is cool. We will take that. It's still a good one to have. We found just a few of those in our day. All right. Happy to find a 39. That really kind of changes the outlook there and makes me feel a little bit better about that box. Let's see. Let's get that 30s on there. And, yeah, that's going to bring us up to a total of 6 finds now. That one was worth the wait. I feel like it was worth the wait. All right. Well, let's keep going. Oh, you bet. These are things that I want to look for, too. Well, Chiefs are doing absolutely nothing. If they're not careful, they're going to find themselves in a bad spot come playoffs. If that even matters at that point. There's just something not functioning on our offense. Because it seems like every defense is up to the task against us now, and that's not how it was for a while. This one looks older, and it is. Another find. Maybe this is the start of a rush, guys. 1948. It is 1938 is the first year. 48, and it is a Philly. We'll look over here. No, we needed a 48S, would have been a semi-key date, but another one in the 40s. So we're getting closer to 6, which was Del Brett's guess. And gives us consecutive finds now. Man, let's go. Maybe if we can get more finds, maybe the Chiefs can start getting better on offense. Who knows? You know, everybody kind of was wondering, you know, why would I hunt during Chiefs game? And, you know, most of the time it's like, well, I will catch up with them when, you know, get done, catch the end of the game, stuff like that. So far this year, it's been a welcome distraction from some poor play. Yep, dollars. The traditional dollar-sized coin ended with the Eisenhower, but it was a good long time between the end of the piece dollars and when we made Eisenhowers in 71. I believe the last piece was, what, 36 or 7? I forget which. Maybe 35? Yes, there is something about a 64-piece dollar. That is true. I don't know the full story off the top of my head, but there is something to that. You know, but what I can tell you is that they were not made they were not business strikes. So, in that respect, yes, they might have been made, but they weren't made for the public. Another find here, a 59. And that is going to be a 59 Denver. Quick check here. Nothing to get too excited about, but another one from the 50s. So now we're starting to get some finds. It took a while, but they're there. Yeah, they might have been made in short supply, but I've never seen them, and I've never seen anybody like claiming to own any, so I'm going to guess that either maybe they got melted and retracted, or maybe a few specimens were out there. If you got one, I believe you've got something pretty rare. You might want to check and see if it's legal to own one. Yeah, that's kind of where I'm at, is that I haven't seen anybody even report that they have one in their collection, so I don't know. It's a very, very gray area. See, I would have thought if they were going to make them, they would have made something like that more like in our bicentennial year, and not maybe done the Eisenhower with the bicentennial reverse. It's an automatic focus. I'm trying. I don't have... There. That might be as good as we can get. Hands are dirty. I should have put gloves on for this one. Feels like the picture could be clearer because we're under it and constantly moving. I don't know. It doesn't seem like it's always focused so well. Kind of probably goes in and out. The big thing I wanted was to be able to focus on stuff when it comes up there. It does a good job. Hopefully it doesn't stay. See, there we go. There it came back just fine. Finding $64 would be exciting. Yes, very much so. All right. We're just past the halfway point in this box. Okay, how'd we do at the donut shop? What'd you bring us back, and what did you find? Yeah. That's probably a good way of looking at it, Tomic. Okay, there is a... I don't know if that was in the dirt or what, but that is possibly rusty. Just corrosion, I don't know. Older one here, 1957. That one's going to be from Denver. So here's a 57 Denver. Nothing really to catch there. Let's add it to our tally. Well, it appears that Buffalo is not having any trouble moving the ball on us, and we are doing absolutely nothing on our side when we have it. So, you know, this is going great. Hey, Lori, thank you for your $5 super chat. I really appreciate that. I'm going to start working on putting some new things together for some redeems, kind of spice up what we have for notifications and all that. That's a nice looking 64. I'll probably send that one to you. It's a filly. You might already have that one, but it's good looking. I'm going to send it to you. 2 rolls of nickels from the donut shop. It's better than getting 2 donuts from the nickel shop. I'd rather get nickels from the donut shop. There it came through. Thank you so much. You guys are welcome to do that if you'd like to help support the stream just a little bit. Every little bit counts towards being able to get you guys more goodies. You know that's what we like to do. So until we figure out a better way to do kind of a monthly silver round contest. One idea that I'm flirting around with is just use donations that people make to the stream to buy them, but then make them available to everybody rather than limiting it to only those that have donated. Because then once I do that, it becomes a lottery, and we don't want that. YouTube and local state laws will not like me running a lottery. So next time you see a channel doing that, be aware that that might be what you're participating in. But know that we won't be doing that here. Big dog is barking at something. Do we have a delivery or something? I don't know. Did a child leave and come back? Maybe. A friend of our family, their daughter just got back from a semester in Costa Rica today. So, you know, my couple of my sons are friends with her, and they are probably over getting reacquainted. Imagine if that donut shop was built on the side of an old bank, which had a basement vault they forgot about, and was spared being demolished, having been sealed since the 50s. Then they found it. I like where you're going with that. That would be fun. As unlikely as it is, I do like where you're going with that. There's a 63. No mint mark. We'll put it over to the side, and kind of with the 64Ds, we'll take a look for the DDO that might be on that. Is it DDO or DDR? TDR. We will look for that a little bit later. Look for that buffalo. Gonna find a speared buffalo one of these days. I get the feeling. There's a toasty one. 81 Denver, I'm guessing, but not really in great shape. That's toasty. Oh, yeah. Absolutely they do. Excuse me. There's a 64 Denver. It's definitely had seen better days, but we'll check it out anyway. Ooh, 4th down and 1 on the Chiefs' 14-yard line now. Oh, they need to stop. Luckily, Philadelphia's not in town. I know what they'd be running on that one. Well, looks like they got it. So There we go. Gotta limit them to a field goal if we can. Yep, toasty, toasty. I realize when we start, we're kind of down here off the screen. Let me see if I can fix that a little bit there. Try and get the angle a little better, even though we're not like really squared up there. There we go. Yeah, you can see them all. We'll try harder anyway. What else can we find for you today? We found 30s, 40s, and 50s.
Kansas City!
I do want to hear more of that, specifically for Kansas City. I always want to hear more of that. I'm hearing it for the wrong team, though. Well, we're digging ourselves a hole today. .62 Younghead, nice. I would have to dive into my Canadian nickel book and see what I have. I bet you I have more empties than I have filled, so whenever I find something that's Canadian, I'm always trying to do something with it, so. It would be the 2005 nickel with the Spirit Buffalo error. Because that's when they did the 2005 Westward Journey series, and the Buffalo was on both a Philly and a Denver Mint. See, Westward Journey was actually 2004. I forget if they included 2005 with that. I think that might have been just a transitional year. I should know better, but it's been a little while since I've paid real close attention to nickels, and sometimes you just get rusty. Kind of like that one. That, ugh. Ugh. That one was in the dirt. Scored a bunch of older Canadian nickels. Nice. Yes, Chris Helms, I noticed that. You saw that too? Gonna watch the de-evolution of a Chiefs fan here, I guess. Yeah, well, a couple weeks ago we were down 14 to the lowly Las Vegas Raiders, and we won that one by 14. So, you know, I mean, Buffalo's a better team than Las Vegas. So we're going to have to figure some things out here. It's kind of confounding. Yeah, maybe this offense has run its course and we need to get better pieces to make it work. But yeah, we need to flip the switch right now on this game. Okay, got another 1959. It is a Denver, so that's good. It's going to get us up to 6 of those, and that brings us to 10 finds overall. So we're trying to fight back. That would be nearly impossible because they're both AFC teams, Joseph. That would be pretty amazing if they did. The closest they would come would be the AFC Championship game. And, you know, I'm okay if they want to do that this year. That would mean we figured some things out and we have a worthy opponent. I would like it to be in Kansas City if we're doing it, though. Because, what can I say? We've gotten a little spoiled by hosting that the last, 5 or 6 years, so. Alright, we're into roll number 33 of this box. Dallas gets the Bills next week. Yeah, well, maybe you'll show the Bills what we're trying to do. I don't know. There's a 66. Thought I was jumping the gun to get a find there, but not to be. Been noticing that the 23s have been out long enough now to get some dings and damage to them, so I guess we'll figure out what's going on there real soon. Another nice looking 64 Denver. We're going to do a bunch of looking at those here real soon. There's a nice 88P if you need that one. Buffalo we'll take a look at. Roll 2 hunted, 1 find, 60 young head. Christmas cash dump. Well, maybe. Best U.S. nickel you have is a BU-45. That's not a bad one to have. I have 23, 27, 31, 37, and 47 Canadian nickel. If you need any, let you know. Tell you what, Westside, best thing to do right there would be to email me that list, and I can take a look at my book and see what I got. How are we always getting... I'll tell you what's killing us this year is penalties. We're getting some stupid penalties that are putting us in situations we're not used to being in. And I mean, still doable, but the odds go way, way, way down. And then we end up punting a bunch. And you can't be on offense when you're on defense. So... I don't know. Trying to figure out what's going on with the Chiefs is like beating your head against the wall lately. It's not going to change me from being a fan, but I may have to live with a little ridicule. Oldest nickel I have is 1899 V nickel. That's a cool one. I think that might be the oldest one we found in a box before. I think it was close to 1900 or 1899, I forget which, but we have found 2 V-nickels in boxes, so it's not impossible. Somehow we got a first down out of that. I don't know. Oldest nickel I have is 1883 V-nickel. I have a 1867... shield nickel. I got several shield nickels. It's not that one right there. It could be considered an even rougher specimen, but I'm putting it in the typeset anyway because in 1867 there were shield nickels made with and without rays on the reverse. The rays kind of are just little lines that shoot in between the stars on the reverse. I'll show you the reverse real quick. See right in there? There's no rays emanating in between from the 5 in between the stars. So this is a no rays version. Kind of cool though that That's actually, I believe, the 66 was the first year that we made a regular nickel. So that's kind of cool that we have one that old. And before that, the only thing that really got called a nickel was a 3-cent nickel. And 1865 3-cent nickel, nice. I've got some older ones there. Got 3-cent silvers. I think somebody was wanting to get some of those, maybe for their son. I forget if that was Lucky James Eller or not, but if somebody's looking for something that you're interested in, I kind of have some things I have a few of, and I'd be willing to probably sell them off for the right price, but you know, let me know what you're looking for, and I can try to help you there. Especially if we're already, you know, getting you a prize or something, it can be a little more economical to send it to you, so that's good. Nickels were Flying Eagle cents. Really? They called those nickels? I guess they were smaller than the large cents that we had normally had at that time. I did add a large cent to my collection this week. Kind of old, beat up. It had a little bit of goober on it, but 1818 large cent added to the collection this week. Also added 2 half dimes. See, before the nickel we had half dimes. Tom McD, I do have Tom McD's address. Yes, we do a decent amount of back and forth between emails there. As we try to work out this trade that we're contemplating. Keep looking for that speared buffalo. Maybe one day it'll show up. Oh, absolutely, Michael. That's kind of where I'm at with it, too. So. Looks like we punted again or something. Okay, let's see how we're doing here. How are we doing on our likes? We need more likes to be able to do more giveaways, guys. Oh, absolutely. I will do that. I can get you his email. Tomic, if you're good with that, I will do that. Looks like you're good with it, so we'll do it. Good deal. Might have a find here. No, 86. What about here? 64. Denver. Big T's. Again. Got a Trime coming next week. Depending on condition, I might still getting a whole use. I understand, Lucky. It's that time of year. If anybody's looking for 2-cent pieces, I have one that was minted during the American Civil War that might interest you. It's a little beat up, but it is a 2-cent piece. 1864 mint on it. We'd be happy to at least discuss it with you. Make sure you're getting in on the EOS. I probably ought to do a few EOS polls here to seed that up and get you guys excited about it. What do you think? Gotta stop and think what we're making for dinner tonight. chicken chili sounds kind of good. I wonder if I've got the time to make that happen. I would hope so. Go for it. That's funny. Go for it. All right, we've got him pinned back. Let's get a little rest. Let's get the ball back right here. Right here, right now. Denver. We don't need to look at that one. Let's look for this buffalo spear. Not seeing it. Hey, High Plains Drifter, I got the Christmas card from you. Thank you so much. Really appreciate that. I think that might be the second or third one I've got from several people. So that is awesome. Thank you for being that generous, including us and thinking of us on that. 63 with a D. We don't want that one. No D has that TDR on it. Well, that box is getting full. We still got more nickels to go. Hello, Coin Silver. How are you? Make sure you guys are hitting the like button when you come in. How is everybody that's new coming in? Are we getting a late afternoon rush from somebody? Yeah, we'd probably be almost done with this box by now had I not had that technical issue up front. I'm just glad we're still on. And by the way, when we get on now, we're not dropping frames at all when we get on streams. I don't want to jinx it. But whatever was happening before, it really seems to have been a quality of internet issue. We've more than tripled our internet speed here in about the last month or so. And I'm good with that. It's worked out pretty well. I do need to make a call and make sure that we're set up for some automatic payments there, but that's what's going to help me get some of the better rate there. But you know, until we get that set up, everything's cool. Well, Buffalo is driving again. We didn't hold them down back near our goal line, so turns into a long field. It's not going to be good. 64 proof, that's cool. 42S War, 36P Buffalo, 49S upgraded, and 1540s through 30 through 59. Not a bad box. Not a bad box at all. We're just kind of, man, we're slugging our way through this one. 10 finds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah. Only 10 finds, and we're getting almost 80% through the box. This one is definitely trending to be a lighter box than I had hoped for or anticipated, because you can go back and look at some of my nickel hunt videos, and those are like the only boxes I've been hunting Haven't really hunted for myself because honestly I've got plenty of 40s and 50s and 30s nickels. There's another find, so we're going to be up to number 11. It's going to be a 1958, and that is a Denver. We will just verify under the scope that it's a 58, not a 38. 38 Denver would be really nice to have, wouldn't it? So let's make room for 58 Denver there. And let's add one more to our list. There we go. Hey, there's another find in here. That's cool. 1941. That's an older one. Decent shape for 41. It's still got a lot of wear. 41 Philly. Thanks for the stream. My driving Miss Daisy Duty's call. Well, you take care of yourself, Ken Stout. We will catch you on your streams and learn more from you here real soon. Thanks for coming in, being a part of ours. I don't see anything specific to be looking for on that one, so we're just going to count it as another 40. We're halfway to Del Brett's guess, and total of 12 finds now. So it's starting to feel a little better. Can we make a late rally? If we got up to 18, I think I'd feel even better. There's a 64, but it's gunky. It's a rainbow of gunk. Greens and oranges and yellows. Ooh. It is a 64 Denver, but it's so bad we're not going to bother with that one. Even if it was an RPM, we're not going to find too much that we want to keep on that one. Honestly, with the number of 64Ds that are out there, I'm shocked that I haven't found more RPMs. But maybe they are that rare. I don't know. It sure seems like there should be more of those RPMs out there waiting for us, but... Oh, I missed it, BH. Sorry about that. I don't know if you were asking or something. 62 there. That one looks older, and it is. That is a 59, and it is a Philly. So another 50s. Brings us up to 13 total, 8 of which are in the 50s. Hope I didn't miss anything too important there. 64 Denver. Got a pretty good stack of those we'll be looking at. Let me see here. 48 was not a hitting year. 46 was, but not the Denver. And 53. You have a 53, but it was an S. So no hittings to look for there. Just kind of circling back and double checking those to be sure. Never found a hitting that I know of. Can't say early on I was really looking hard for them either. So there might be that. See if that buffalo's got anything on it. Nope, nope. All right. Looks like we got an interception to get the ball back near midfield. Now, come on. Let it hold up and let it Let it turn into some points here at the end of the quarter. That would be good. We're going to need that. I saw that. Isn't that great? Blockus, how we doing? Good to see you here. Everybody make sure you're hitting that like button. We're trying to get up to 75 so we can do another giveaway. You know what? Let's take a moment here. Take a look at this one real quick. Hey, another find. 1954. 1954. That is a Denver. And that is going to be, let's see, 54 Denver. Anything special there? Possible RPM. Let's at least take a look at that one because we don't get a ton of them. What is the goal in American football? Score more points. Hey, Lisa Anderson, good to see you. As you can see under the scope, it is worn. And I don't see anything that really reflects that. Let's look here. 54D. Let's see what the book has to say here. No, you can't see this on here. Yeah, 54D would be really obvious. It would look like there's another D in the middle there. And oh, I mean, how are points scored? Well, it's a 100-yard field, and you can score points by moving the ball into the opponent's end zone. And those are worth 6 points. Then you have the chance at an extra point afterward, which is a kick. Now that's the one time that a kick is only worth 1 point. You can also, if you get close enough to the other team's end zone but don't get into the end zone, you might be able to kick an extra point or kick a field goal, which is through uprights, and those would be worth 3 points apiece. Now, if your defense is able to stop the offense in their own end zone, then that's a safety, and those are worth 2 points. There's maybe a couple things that I'm not mentioning, but I don't think that really leaves too much to mystery there. So 54 Denver, we will bump it up to 9. Now we're up to 14 all of a sudden. So we've kind of hit a little bit here. I wanted to take a moment to get some bag poles seated for that. Is that a D over S? I will let you look. I don't see a D over S. It's actually pretty straightforward. I see S over D as a possibility. I guess 54D also has a possibility of some doubling. So let's look at that. Let's see, that's going to be on E pluribus. I don't believe I see it. That's pretty subtle if it's there. Looks like where could easily get that smoothed out to where it's hard to see. And let me see. There's a 54S over D, but I don't see a D over S. There might be a minor variation. The one that I'll show you the one that I'm looking for here. I see what you're saying. I don't know. It's hard to say. Hey, Blockus, you have a good dinner, okay? we will see you again real soon. Let's switch back here, and I will show you what I'm looking at here. Yeah, it could be. I'll tell you, I mean, there's so much there. That's the one I'm looking for. And really, I'd love to have more time to look for the minor varieties. It's just kind of me. You know, I gotta go on dinner duty after this. Otherwise, I'd just look at them all night, right?
Fragile. It must be Italian.
Well, I think that says fragile, honey.
Oh, yeah.
We've counted that one. It's a 54S. We might go back and look at that one on Variety Vista since it kind of got pointed out. So let's do 2 bag pulls for some items here. One of them's going to be a 90. One of them's going to be a dime. Not too bad, guys. 90 and a dime already in that EOS. All right, there's a dime. It's kind of got a dark edge. It's got 1951 and an S, 51S dime. These are for the EOS giveaway, just to whet your appetite just a little bit. Oh, well, you know, that's Tuesday. You got time. You're going to be fine on it. I get what you're saying, though, man. I appreciate that you are here. We got a nice-looking 64 Kennedy there. That is a Philly. So we're gonna put that nice 64 Philly Kennedy in with the dime for the EOS. Wherever I put my. See, I want to do that one, and then I want to do that one, but we need more of those to do that one. We'll probably put one more item in there. Who knows? Let's see, 90% Kennedy. 90% Rosie. Dime. All right. Well, maybe we'll get a field goal out of this. Who knows? We can hope. We still got, well, there's still 2 minutes to go, so even when I got homework. Vincent, you're in school too? That's cool. That's cool to see guys that are younger that are interested in the hobby and find time to make time for it, but definitely get your schoolwork done, guys. You got your whole life to do this. There's a nice looking 58. Not sure if it's a Philly or Denver yet, but nice one. Nice 58 Denver. Let's just confirm. 58. And that'll give us 10 in the 50s. So we're starting to actually make a little more of a splash on our finds here. That gets us up to 15 all of a sudden. And with 9 rolls to go, who knows? We could have 5 more. It might have just been a late box with the finds today, so that will work. Yeah, it's not a bad 2004 Denver if you need it. Don't know everything you need, but 67 likes, so about 8 more likes and we'll be doing another giveaway, guys. Come on. You know you can do it. Kazman, how we doing? We've got nickels today. Delbrat wants 3 more in the 40s, and then he'll be saying, "That's enough for me, thank you, please." Now that is toasty. That's not good. Tasman, we got a new camera right here today, so let me know what you think. I'm liking the fact that the zoom is there, but sometimes when you do something like that and it focuses, you got to bring it back down here to refocus. So at least I've got that trick figured out. So, hey, did your Rams win today, Tasman? I saw that they were tied going into overtime with Baltimore. I didn't catch that. Cartoons and Collecting, how are you doing? Cartoons and Collecting, was it you that was looking for a 2-cent piece? If so, we can talk. $64. Oh, they lost. Man, I'm sorry. I was kind of hoping that they would get Baltimore. We're now finding ourselves in a mode of chasing down Baltimore, and that's not where I want to be. Hey, Papa Giorgio, how are you? Looks like we've got a timeout in the Chiefs game. We're trying to get some points on the board. Those guys haven't done much today. Almost making it easy on Buffalo. Looks like we got the first down, and we got about 1:40 to get the last 17 yards or 13 yards, whatever we need. Maybe we'll get to hit the sound before we call it a stream. Who knows? We did find a 2009. That might. We found a 39 Philly. That might be the coolest old one that we found. Other than that, not much to write home about. Just kind of the quantities that you see there. Come on, focus. Focus for me. Come on. There we go. The problem with the other camera was I couldn't get it to focus when I'd come in close. Now I can't get this one to focus when I get away from it. Kind of weird to have the opposite problem. Come on, let's get a couple more finds and get it up to 18. I think that would make a good amount of fines. Like we got third down. Come on, we gotta get points. We need it to be a touchdown. I don't want a field goal. Let's see. That's a nice 79, Denver. I'll send that one to you. Hopefully that'll get you a spot filled or something. All right. Today's the day for Daniel D'Ambrosio. What's going on? What's the big day? Ugh. We got paint on that one, or plastic, or something stuck to it. Good looking 83 Denver. Maybe she can. I mean, that might be what we have to have here soon. She's having a better year than the Chiefs are, that's for sure. I think we're going to have a little bit shorter stream today, being that we've got about 6 rolls left. I mean, we're actually kind of, and only 1 box to hunt. I guess that makes a difference too, but that's okay. You know, I mean, been a lot of Sundays I haven't gotten a chance to watch the second half of games, so I'm okay with that. And besides, if Chiefs go downhill from here, you don't really want to watch me do that, do you? Maybe you do. Maybe that's more entertaining. 22 looked like it might have had a strong edge on it, but not to be. There we go.
Touchdown, Kansas City!
We needed that. We needed that. All right, now let's play some defense. Get another one back. No time to bask in that one. We got to get more points back, because we just insist on spotting people 14 points lately. Like we don't wake up until
Touchdown, Kansas City!
That's right. Now it's coming in. I like it. Daniel D'Ambrosio, how we doing? Go Steelers. Let's see. Steelers played what, Thursday night? Kind of had a tough game there, didn't we? Made it close, if I recall. But New England, of all teams, came around and made things rough. 59. And that's a Denver. We got about 4 of those now. Pretty common year. Going to get us up to 16 total. Now if we can just play defense or cause a turnover, that would be kind of fun. I don't think we'll be that lucky. We would have to have the luck of a James Eller to do that. A nice looking 97 Denver. The Browns won. Browns are having a surprisingly good year, considering that they have been with a really crappy quarterback and now a backup quarterback and now a retired off-the-shelf scrap heap quarterback. Pretty amazing that they're where they're at because of all that. But maybe this is the year they finally get some things figured out. Go Dolphins, go. I know, I know. How we doing on likes, guys? I need to...
Touchdown, Kansas City!
Thank you. You know I like that one. There we go. Let's see. How are we doing on our likes? Let's see. Looks like we're about 67 still. We still need 8 more. Let's go, guys. We're running out of rolls. We need some likes. 8 more likes and we'll do another giveaway. I know we've had some people come in since then. People like Joe Minnick, Brown Sugar, Daniel D'Ambrosio. I need all your likes, guys. All of them. Helps out the algorithm. Helps get the word spread. Helps bring more friends to our friendly little place in the internet right here. Place where you can let your kids watch without a lot of fear of anything else being said. Well, we do have a 3rd and 5 coming up. Do the Chiefs have any more timeouts? We do. Never know. A couple years ago, the famous 13 seconds at the end of the game happened against these guys. That's all it took to erase a 3-point deficit. Hoosier Stacker, how are you doing? Good to see you here. Yeah, I'll take your like too, buddy. Hoosier, I got to get back in the habit of making it into your bingos. Just been finding myself really busy on Saturdays because I usually end up spending most of my Sunday doing this. So can't let my kids watch this brainwashed KC fan. Oh, come on. Are you up there in Bill's country, West Side? Maybe I've been chirping about your team while I'm hunting your box. That would be a little awkward. 64 Denver there. We're down to this roll plus 2 more. Let's get some finds. A couple more to end it. Might be one here. And there is a 57 Philly. Do we have anything 57 Philly wise? Nope, not really. But it counts. So let's get it on the board. That's going to bring us to 17. One more, and I feel like we'd have a decent box. Steelers country, so yes, you have. Break dancing classes on Saturdays. Yeah, that's exactly what's going on. It ain't pretty either. You don't want to see this. You don't want to see that. And believe me, I'm not putting out any shorts of something like that either. You're just going to have to come and be a witness in person to something like that. That's a public service for everybody that you don't see that. I won't even do that for more likes. All right. All right, next to last roll for this box. Come on. One more find, maybe 2. It's possible. There's sometimes I'll have these boxes to where it's like I'll have 5 or 6 rolls throughout a box that have 2 or 3 finds in it. And it's really kind of crazy. Like there's another 62. Had a ton of those today. There's a 63. Had a ton of those today. It's a Denver too, so nothing really to look at. It's just been kind of like, man, A lot of them in the box. It could have been a really extraordinary box if some of those had just been like 5 years older or more. I think the most I've ever had in a box is around 30. I haven't had one of those boxes that just is full of buffaloes. I think I've had maybe 3 buffaloes in a box before, and 3 or 4 silvers in a box before. So nothing like my penny boxes where I had 53 wheats in one. I think 53 or 58 wheats was my record for a bankrolled wrap box. My record for a customer rolled almost a box, not even a full box. Going to have another find. It's going to get us closer to Del Brett, though. It's a 49, and it's a Denver. What do we have to look for here? 49 D over S. Let's look for a D over S. D over S. Let's check and see what we got. 71 likes. Come on, guys. I know you can get there. Well, that one doesn't really look like it. We would see more S up here and on the left side. And I don't see it. Let me know if you do. I don't think we have a D over S on that one. Unfortunately, that's kind of where we're at. But it is a 49D. We will add it to our board. We will enjoy seeing it on that board. It gets us up to 4. Can we get 2 more 40s and make Del Brett's day? I've got 1 more roll left. It's not impossible, but it's pretty unlikely. Another 62, another 64. So, yeah, these 60s have been, there's been a ton of 60s. And a lot of them are really close calls. Unfortunately, just not enough to make it happen. Not old enough to make the list. I don't see anything that looks too old from the edge here, but it may be. Well, here's 59. Another 59. I wish we'd seen. Whoa! Wait a minute. Wait a minute. We got to change the screen here, guys. Yeah, okay. 59. There we go. 59, and it is a Denver. So we're going to get another. That'll bring us up to Baker's dozen on 50s. It's been a pretty 50 heavy box. But that also gets us up to 19 finds. We might be able to find 1 more in here and make it to 20. Wouldn't that be amazing? Maybe one of the 64Ds will be a find. If it's that RPM, it'll be a find. Of course, we're getting you a bunch of them that are Denver mints that are looking nice. Maybe a few that are nice that are Philly mints, but we're going to send you a bunch of extras we wouldn't normally have. Don't log as a find. Somehow we have rallied to make it to 20 finds, guys. So that box is almost average. 57D. Hello, Miss Idaho. How are you? We go right up to 14 in the 50s today. See, I don't know. Somehow we made it to 20 finds. That's a little bit crazy. As we were coming down the stretch here, I didn't think we would make it. Somehow we did. And we're going to go to 21 because we've got a 54. And it's a 54D. We were looking at one of those earlier. It doesn't look like there's too much going on there. Zoom in. Got that D there. I don't see the extra little D in the middle of it all. So we're going to go back and get back on our regular cam here. 54D up to 21 finds now. How about that? Man, second half of this box, and especially the last 10 rolls, haven't been too bad so far as finds go. And that was 3 from the end when we found number 21, so just proof that it's never too late to find some finds in a nickel box. So, how are we doing? Did we make it to 75 likes? I think you guys are giving me some heads up there that maybe we had. Let's see what we've got. Never too late to find some finds in a nickel. I'm repeating myself. I'm showing 73, 74 now. I've already got mine in, so I can't be the one that gets it there. But Golfa. Well, if you want to redeem a gopher, you got to take the L out. But I do appreciate the funny part of that. All right, it's halftime in that game. Looks like we're still down 7. I wish I had some water down here to wash my hands with. Need to remember that next time. Just bring some down and make that happen. So one more like here, guys. Come on. Found a Buffalo nickel in your change last week. That's always cool. I gotta say, I'm probably on about a 5 or 6 box dry spell for Buffalo nickel. We're going to do 75 likes launching right now. And just as I launch, Lucky James gets a shot in on the gopher. Cherry picking me with my head down like that, James. Come on. That might have hurt. Let's do some hunting for the 64D RPM here. Tell you what, let's come back and look at what we're looking for.
No, God! No, God, please, no! 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 No!
Such a good show. So there is a DDO that can be looked at. So just so you know, the strong doubling that we're looking for on the 63, it's got a nice circulated value of $20 to $40, but it would be in the word unum and more towards the bottom. You can see a little bit of the chatter up there, but it would be on the word unum. The DDO on the 64D, it's not really, it's more of a minor find, but still could be a $5 to $8 find. Since we're already looking at the reverse, we might be able to do something like that. But so far as the RPM goes, that's what we're looking for, right in there. That hint of the D being right in there. It can be a little bit hard to find, but when you find it, these must be a little more rare than I thought, because $35 to $55 in circulated value, not too bad. So let's see, got about 30 seconds here. Let's just do the 75 likes and we'll move on. You know, while we're at it, let's do a quick EOS. Been practicing? Okay, that's good. That's good, James. I'm glad you've been practicing. I think. We're going to put a quarter in there. If I have any left. I got like 3 quarters left, so we'll give you that one. 57. That'll be in the EOS. That's a 57. It looks like a Denver to me. It is 57 Denver. So we'll put that in there. Got a nice little 90% variety pack going on for the EOS. Alright, there's the EOS so far. Will we put anything more in there or not? That is the question. Alright, we're going to do a bag pull for our likes contest. 75 likes. Let's go ahead and pick our winner here. Let's get in there and pick John Bryan. You won the 50 likes. You can't win 75 likes, John. I'm sorry, but that is one of our rules. We can't have the same person win multiple likes. We've had that happen before. But let's pick a second name here. Sorry, John. We're going to pick Joe Minnick. Congratulations to Joe. Let's go with Joe Minnick. And let's see what your prize is going to be today. Yeah, sorry, John. You did all right. You got a war nickel on that 50 likes. Let's see what we got here. Keeping with the theme. So, Joe Minnick, would you like a buffalo nickel or a war nickel? That is the question. Staying right on the theme today. Did we see a response? Haven't seen one from Joe just yet, but war nickel. I kind of had the feeling that might be the case. Who doesn't want a war nickel? Let's get out a war nickel, and let's see which one we've got for you. Let me get over here and take a look. I have 1944, so smack in the middle. And it's a Philly. 44 Philly war nickel for you, sir. Congratulations on that. I wish we'd found a war nickel for WESTSIDE in his box, but we didn't. Doggone it. Joe, we will get that out to you. And you know what, guys? I know it's been a few weeks since I've got mail out to everybody, and I have kind of a growing stack of it back here. I will be focused on that in the next week for sure. I want to get things out and get them in your hands in time for Christmas. So I apologize that last week I couldn't do anything about it. I was out of town for work all week. So, anyhow, that being said, we are complete on that. So my question is going to be what to do with the shield nickel. So I'm going to start a poll here. What should we do with the 1867 shield nickel? Number one will be give it to WESTSIDE as part of his starting a poll real quick, guys. What do you want to do with the 1867 shield nickel here? I'm going to give you an overall view of its condition. You can see it's an 1867 under the scope. You can still read a little bit of the motto there, "In God We Trust." A lot of the detail has been worn away. This thing's had a little bit of life on it, as most things in 1867 have. I'll show you the backside. It does not have rays, but you can make out most everything. The edges are worn down in. There's no denticles or anything like that to be observed there, so it's had something on it. It's pitted. It's pretty slick, but it is a shield nickel, and it's 1867. Very close to being as old as the American Civil War. So please get in and find. Do we want to give that to Westside as one of his finds, since he bought the nickel box today? If we had gotten less than 16 finds, I was going to give it to him anyway. Since we got up to 21 finds, I was like, well, that's a lot of nice finds from the 30s, 40s, and 50s. Got a 2009 in there, and we're getting a bunch of other ones in here for him. So I was like, well, maybe we need to put it to a vote. It might still be Westside's, but it might also be in the EOS. 29 votes out of 44 people watching. We'll just zoom in on it down here. Not a bad little nickel there. I'm kind of liking the generosity I'm seeing. It's pretty heavily favored towards giving it to Westside. So I think that might be exactly what we end up doing. Alright, 31 votes are in. That's generally about as many people as we get in a giveaway contest with 40 some odd people here. So unless things change, Westside, that looks like that's going to be yours. Congratulations on that. Looks like the general sentiment is to give it to Westside. You guys are awesome. If the nickel were Canadian 1867 is the first year of the Canadian Confederation. I didn't even know that. I didn't know you had a confederation. Alright, let's get into some zooms on these 64Ds. See if we can dig out any more finds. If we do, like I said, these can be worth a little bit of money. These can be worth anywhere from $35 to $55 when you find them. I think I might have found one. Hey, John Chum. Good to see you. I was kind of the feeling that, yeah, Westside really kind of deserves that. And besides, I might have something else up my sleeve for the EOS. You just never know. And again, I'm thinking maybe we save that one for another stream. Can't blow all the cool incentives in one stream, you know? Some of these are a lot harder to spot than others. You know, you get damage in there, and you know it could easily disguise one of the RPMs that we're looking for here. But this recognized one, you know, we can go back and look at the unum on these. I don't see tripling there. A lot of times these things are so beat up, it's hard to see it. Yes, it does. I am checking the 64D. I'm checking the minor DDO or DDR that's on here as well. It's really tough to see if there's any kind of DDR, though. We're going to check these, and then we're going to check the 63 Phillies for their error. And then we're probably going to get the EOS done and head on out of here. Well, we'll have a name game. That one's close. Nope. Yeah, some of that fine detail that you need to see these just gets worn off, and it's they could be, but it's just impossible to tell. You got to have almost not necessarily pristine, but some that are really a lot more clear than that. So I hear our oven running. Double die damage, DDD. That's what I would call it, double die damage. See, that one you can't even tell. Yep, we'll be done within a half an hour. That's for sure. See, that looks like a little bit in there, but you can't tell. There's so much dirt and damage to it. Die deterioration doubling, yes. See, that one would be really easy to tell because it's kind of big and wide open. And that would be easier to tell because it's actually not dinged up all that bad. So, you know, odds are if you find this DDO, or DDR, I mean, you would have or even the RPM, you would have probably a pretty nice coin overall, because it's going to have a certain level of quality to even be able to identify it. Yes, very much so. They are out there, and they are kind of cool when you run into them. So you gotta like it when you hear it. I hear it. Oh, I hear it oven running. You hear the oven running? Can I make that a redeem? Well, I guess I should say I hear the timer on the oven, which doesn't necessarily mean that the oven is running or it's being used for anything. Maybe just the timer's running. I don't know. But like I said, our oven kind of just started literally falling apart. The door started falling apart, and then other part. Ooh, boy, that got roughed up, didn't it? So that's our 70. That's our 64 Ds right there. Only got a couple of the 63 to look at. Let's look at that one again, just so I can make sure I'm. Yeah. Yeah, I say a lot of random things, don't I? Hang on tight. There might be something random being said. Okay, that's in the word unum as well. There's a pretty clean example of it. If this one's not doubled. Yeah, I kind of got excited when I first looked at it. It looked like a little bit, but no, that's just a little bit of die deterioration there. So, I'm going to send you that 63. It's got a little bit of a mark on it. Need the oven for outlet number 4. No telling. I better go catch it. Yeah, you don't want those running around wild, because, you know, then the cops have to come and, you know, make sure everything's okay. I don't need any wellness checks on that. So, Anyway, we've got a couple nice Denver Mint marks and others that we're going to send your way. I'm going to look through a bunch of these. Let me get onto here. Armando, not too many, man. In addition to the 21 fines that we had, I mean, we've had fines. I'm going to look through these and try and get you some good ones out of that. We'll probably try and get you one of those two, one of those three, one of those two, and maybe one of these if you need it. What else do we find here? Kind of found one that was kind of worn flat, and a 77 that was in pretty decent shape too. So we're going to get you some of these to go along with a bunch of those. I got a little penny hunt going on here. So we're going to get you a whole bunch of nickels there, but just to make it really fun. Hey Armando, look what I found. But not in this box. Sorry, had to do that to you, Armando. Got that out in California. Guy didn't want much for it, so I was like, I'll take it. It'll make a good giveaway on one of these or supplement. So it looks like you're doing pretty good here on this. Let's get the EOS taken care of. I think we're going to leave the EOS as is. That's not a bad little haul right there. So, but let's also get a name game started here. Let's get it open and get some names on there. We might need to put some more names on there. Since we're gonna have Del Brett, who didn't quite get all of the. You were in Livermore. That's awesome. Yep. I've actually got a store there that treats me pretty good and allows me to come back and just shoot the breeze with him. So you gotta like that. WESTSIDE, of course. We had John Bryan trying to win things twice. I mean, he could have, but not quite that way. We will put our EOS winner on there. Okay, we're going to do two things at once here. I'm going to start our dashboard up with a entry. We're going to put let's put 3 wild card names in. We're going to give you 1 minute to get in on that. Yeah, Joseph, absolutely. 1 minute giveaway to get names in on the name game. Why don't we go ahead and just focus on that for the next minute. We will get that set up, get some extra names on there. We'll add the EOS winner's name to it. So once you get in on this, then make sure you have gone out to the link. Looks like the final polling there is 57%. Give it to WESTSIDE, so we're going to stay with that. Thank you very much for your input on that, everybody. Now get out there to that link pinned to the top of the chat after you're done here, and make sure that you have your entry in for the EOS. You're going to get a silver trifecta today, randomly picked from the bag of goodies, and we will get going. Can I imagine how incensed he would be if I found a 50D? Well, yeah, that would be kind of fun, wouldn't it? 50D on a box when somebody bought the box, because I never really sell too many boxes for that, would be pretty amazing. But all the boxes I've been doing, you know, I still have other silver war nickels to find. I'm basically down to the key dates. Let's see. I'm down to all 5 key dates and 2 war nickel dates left to complete another nickel book. And so, yeah, that would be a nice one to have and make it a little less painful to find the others. But you know how it goes. You know, Rob would be kind of jealous if we found I would have to celebrate with an email to him. Let's pull 3 winners from this and get those names on our wheel. First one is going to be you, Joseph Lopez. Congratulations. If we pull a name that's already on the wheel, we'll pull one to replace. The lucky James Eller, you're on. And Dad's Spare Change, you're going to be on. So let's get in there. Joseph Lopez. The lucky one himself, James Eller. And then we have Dad's Spare Change. And one more to go, our EOS winner. Let's go get that right now. Thank you for playing, everybody. On there, let's go out. I can't go there. I gotta go here. I gotta go to the shorts. Hopefully this isn't gonna blare too loud. It's not. Let me go get that. Make sure it's the same one we had out there. Yep. Thank you, BH, for putting that out there. We'll be back in 20 minutes. Is that how long it's going to take? I hope not. Let's get back over here. I'll probably refresh this because the last time it made me do that anyway. So let's just preempt it by doing that. You must be present to win. You must let me know where to send it if I haven't sent you something before. 2 plus 3 always equals 7, but we'll use 5 for this time around. And let's go 58 unique comments. Let's go. You will have 1 minute on the clock. Let me get the timer up here. Let me get it set so we can go. And your winner is, be sure to yell here in the chat. It's going to be Old Bell. Old Bell, I think I saw you here, but we're going to give you a minute anyway. The EOS is 90% Kennedy half dollar, a Rosie dime, and a 90% quarter. It is EOS time. We have mentioned that. Sorry. But if Old Bell doesn't say here, which he just did, you would have had a chance to still get in on it. I'm sorry if you missed out. So we're going to stop that and go back over to our scene here. Actually, we're going to go back over here. Old Bell is going to get that nice bundle of goodies. Old Bell, I know I've got your address unless it's changed here recently. But congratulations to you, Old Bell, for winning that. And we're going to put... I might be making some changes to the name game. I might be making it just so that one more person can get something. I might kind of reverse the thought, because initially it felt like I wasn't giving people that won enough. Lately, it feels like you've been getting good stuff. So I might turn it around and make it so that somebody who hasn't won can win. It kind of feels like the right thing to do, but I don't know. We'll see. Old Bell, you're on here. Under the current format anyway. Let's get everybody's name on here and replicate it several times. You know how we do this. We're going to put your name on here several times so that the wedges are smaller. And when we land on your name, all instances of your name will come off. It is a survival wheel, so let's go ahead and start spinning this thing. And last name standing will win. Let's see. Tell you what, let's just do let's do one of these American history rounds. So let's see, who's our first name off the wheel going to be? John Bryan, our 50 likes winner. Congratulations on the 50 likes, but no more. We're taking you off that wheel and we're spinning again. I'm glad you appreciate that, dime bag. I'm just sorry it takes so long for me to get things out of the States to you. I'll be working on that real soon. I just got to get some spare time to do it. It's been crazy busy during the weeks. Dad's spare change. I'm sorry you didn't win. One of our write-ins. Or wild cards, I should say. Oh, looks like Old Bell. Looks like you're going to be happy with the silver you got. Congratulations on that. One more name off the wheel. Here we go, everybody. Oh, Westside, our box purchaser today. Thank you for doing this, Westside. I hope it was good for you. We will do this again for somebody if they want to buy a nickel box. Let me know ahead of time so I can go to the bank and get one. If anybody else is interested in a nickel box. And if anybody wants to help with, the rest of the stream, since we're not doing the silver round, super chats have been down quite a bit. You can donate through that or PayPal or Cash App. Just whatever you'd like to kind of help the stream along, that would be awesome. And our next name off is going to be Mr. Joe Minnick. He won the 75 likes. Both 50 and 75 each got war nickels. So basically all of our giveaways so far have involved silver. Touchdown Kansas City. Oh, lucky James Eller, it looks like your luck has run out. You make that one pretty easy for me. All right, I saw that the Bills got a field goal, though, so, hey, we're back in this game, man. All right, we're down to, wow, this is going to be our winner. Del Brett, unfortunately, you did not win. Since the last name on the wheel wins. But the last name on the wheel is Joseph Lopez. It kind of snuck up on me there. So Joseph Lopez, as a write-in winner, wild card winner, you are winner of our name game, and we will spin that wheel to see which year of the American history medallions we get for you. So, name game. All right, let's get that wheel up here. We'll save that. We'll go back to this. We'll go get that. Pull it up. Hide that. And let's spin to see what year you're going to get. Yeah, Joseph, please send me an email. I'm not sure if I have your information or not. I might, but it's just better to check. 1885. I thought that was going to be an 1877 and ask you to please make that an Indian head cent. That would be one I'm missing. It's one a lot of people are missing. It's a very, very good year for an Indian head to have. 1885. Looks like I pulled one too late on that. Let's see what we got here. 1885. Okay, let's see what we've got. And our new camera should give us a lot of nice view on that. So here we go. Hey, Joey Brown, good to see you. We're just kind of starting to wrap things up here, Joey. So we're welcome in. I'd take your like, though. That would be nice. Let's see what we've got. Washington Monument was dedicated. So, February 21st, 1885, Washington Monument dedicated. Let's read what else we had going on back then. The obelisk to George Washington was dedicated. The unauthorized fencing of the public lands was forbidden. Grover Cleveland and Thomas A. Hendricks are inaugurated as president and vice president, and the death of Vice President Hendricks. Wow, he wasn't in for very long, was he? So, not the most eventful year, but it is a monument we all know and would recognize. And clear back in 1885 is when that was being done. Isn't that amazing? About 140 years ago is when that started. And it was about 110 years after Washington was doing what he did to deserve being memorialized. So 1885. Come on, focus back in here, would you? There we go. 1885. And that is going to Joseph Lopez. All right, guys. Awesome stream. I like doing a box of nickels. That's not too bad, is it? Let's enjoy doing one of those again sometime soon. So, we are going to start wrapping this up. We are going to be out of here just in time to preview. That sounds good, Joseph. It never hurts to check. We're going to wrap this up just in time to go out and say hello to our friends at Coinin' Around and T. Levette. Raven Hawk is probably on by now, has been for probably 30 minutes or so. Go see if you can find some good deals there. Give him a little channel love. Shout us out to our channels that we're going out and visiting after this. Let them know you're doing a little bit of an owl raid if you are. Help us spread the word. It's been a great year. Growth has been a little slower this year than the previous years. Really, previous years we were kind of in that initial stage of growth, trying to get up to 1,000, get monetized. All that's happened. I'll try and do better with things like shorts and all that to continue growth that way, but would appreciate you spreading the word, telling people to come check us out, come have some fun with us on a Sunday afternoon, especially if their team isn't playing. So anyway, let me get some music queued up here if I can. Let me hit pause on that. So you know what's coming, right? Well, if you know what's coming, then you know that this is coming too, and it's not.
Touchdown, Kansas City!
Although I'll take another one of those. Will I be on Coinin' Around? I will be on I'll be in and out there. I'll be making some dinner and trying to watch the rest of my game here. So, hoping for a comeback. Hoping to see good things on Coinin' Around. I don't know if my Seated Liberty coin sold at auction yet or not, but I don't know. I'll probably be doing some giveaways over on Coinin' Around again. Probably number 13 and 113. We'll do probably some channel credits on there just to kind of help ease some of the stress on all the mail I got to get out. So anyhow, everybody have a good time, and I think there's a moose that wants to say hi.
Sorry, folks, we're closed for 2 weeks to clean and repair America's favorite family fun park. Sorry.
We got to go after we hear that. So good night, everybody. Everybody have fun.